Hello, dear. Come to study these whale skeletons too? Fascinating, aren't they?
It is good to know the Grammy family jewels were protected, and with a dignified password too. Duchess.
Oh, indeed. This particular type of whale was quite the hunter. But where are my manners? Catherine's the name, Catherine Gremery. I'm a paleontologist. Quite simply because it's the biggest specimen I have ever seen. I should so very much like to know more about this whale. Alas, information is ever so scarce. I don't see how, but you're such a dear to offer. If you find out more about this whale, I'd be ever so grateful. I do. You met him then? How is old Georgie? Still the diligent archaeologist risking life and limb to reach some ancient statuette? Oh, he's such a good sort. I should make it a point to visit him as soon as we get off this island. The ship I was on was in some kind of frightful magical incident. You can find the rest of the survivors a bit further down the beach. Not much point in hiding, is there? Mind you, it does look ominous enough. But as far as I can tell, it might as well stand empty. No, I don't think much trouble will come from there, unless one seeks it out. And we wouldn't want that now, would we, dear? Oh, yes. Some of the crew members have been going on and on about that. Frankly, I don't believe a word of it, but then again, it's not my shapely behind that's on the line. The poor man. Doesn't he know these animals have been extinct for centuries? Who is this fisherman? Jonah? Well, that's an odd coincidence, isn't it? I found an amulet right here in this rib cage that says, "From Lizzie to Jonah." Here, you can have it if you want. Bye, darling.
What can Jonah do for you? This is it! Where did you find this? He is dead then, the brute. His passing pleases me, even though revenge was never on my mind. I was made a widower before I sailed the seas, lost my wife to illness. That amulet was all I had to remember her by. Finally I have it back, and all because of you. Take my journal. Perhaps it will prove to be of interest. Be blessed, adventurer, and farewell.
Hello again, dear. That sounds awfully intriguing. Let's have a look then. My word! This is a treasure trove of information. This is just wonderful. Priceless. Oh, you are the greatest dear I have ever met. Please accept this little token of thanks. I found it near the amulet. Thank you, precious. Thanks a million.
It's you, isn't it? May the Divine have mercy on my soul. Oh, yes, I'm an alchemist. A really brilliant one, truly. My name is famous all over Rivellon. From all the corners of all the lands they come to buy my Allen Brew, a potion that no one else can make. It makes you strong as a demon, agile as a fox, quick as an eagle. Oh, please, in the name of the Divine, pick me. I beg of you, pick me. I'm the best alchemist there is. Oh, may the Divine guide your mind. Ah, yes, it's an enhancement of a recipe made by my former mentor. I studied under the tutelage of none other than Walker, the famous Rivertown alchemist. His Walker brew was quite potent, but soon the pupil outshone the master. May the Divine bless you, Dragon Knight.
So, what is your line of work?
I'm an academic. A historian, to be more precise.
Blast and damn it, is there no one here?
I do not believe we have met. I'm Hermosa, captain of this unfortunate ship. To be honest, I hadn't a clue. We were sailing the Western Sea when all of a sudden a beam of light shone down on us. Next thing I knew, we were here, stranded on this strange and hostile island. Well, it was a column really, a hollow column that surrounded the ship. Then suddenly the sea started to become blurry and the force within the column stronger. What followed was a hard crashing and thumping. When I opened my eyes, we were here, wrecked and lost. Before I had time to let it all sink in, that's not meant to be funny, by the way, A lady approached me and told me of the prophecy. Oh, forgive me, I didn't realize. Listen, I don't know who the other candidate is, but he or she can't possibly match my talents. They probably all say that, but this time it's true. Let me assure you, I really am an excellent weapons trainer. Great warriors have been my students. You remember that, won't you? We were attacked by some local ruffians a few days ago, but we were able to repel the assault. Water and food luckily don't cause worries. Barbatos summons the necessary supplies. One of my sailors took off on his own though. He's been away a while. Should you see Elfrith, could you perhaps tell him he's needed here? I mean, if that's no inconvenience. Goodbye, Your Grace.
Oh, my head. Feels like a leprechaun is sculpting inside my skull. So you're that dragon lord or something, right? Radcliffe, the best enchanter you'll ever meet. My guess is that's all you need to know about me. Ha! Normally my reputation precedes me. I'm the official supplier of weapons to the New Order. Their officers view the receiving of one of my swords upon promotion as a badge of honor. But those are nothing compared to the ones I could make, given the right material. Don't count on it. But wait up a minute. Listen, I'm not in the mood to stand here and plead for my life. But I do know there's another enchanter nearby. Why don't you bring that chap to the ship? We'll both make you a sword, and you'll quickly see everyone's an amateur compared to me.
Unless you have earned 3 or more doctorates in various alchemical disciplines, kindly remove yourself from my presence. Oh, it's you, is it? The so-called Dragon Knight. Well, don't for a second think I believe you, or that pretty little green thing. It's too preposterous to even contemplate. Honestly, the bird brains one meets in life make you wish there was legislation for permissible social interaction. Never heard of the man. That means that he is either not an alchemist at all, or such an obscure one he has cured nothing besides a child's mild cough. Why, you don't? Lost our way, have we? Poor thing. Let me enlighten you, then. This is Sentinel Island, an ancient isle that was home to Maxos, and still is to draconic magic. Before you ask, Maxos is the greatest mage who ever lived, but judging by his sudden disappearance, I'd venture to say his experiments caught up with him. I'm sure your mind is already dazzled by this sudden display of knowledge, so we'll call it a day. Class dismissed. An alchemist distills the pure potency from plants and herbs to create an abundance of potions that may aid the drinker in an endless variety of ways. Recipes from obscure books are also always a valuable commodity to any alchemist worth his or her salt. So, should you find these during your journeys, I would advise you to bring these to the tower. 5, actually, but I allow scholars to address me once they have earned their 3rd. If not, I would only have myself to talk to. Though I must say, the appeal of that eventuality has risen considerably since this conversation started. Order your other stooges around, but not me.
Greetings, traveller. I wish you a very good day. Indeed I was. Turgoyne's the name, maritime historian extraordinaire, an undismayed castaway on this idiosyncratic island full of awe and wonder. That's what I've been telling the members of our club, the Prancing Seahorse. You're absolutely right, though. I wrote many a paper on the legendary Ulfmar, don't you know? A mighty one. Exactly. Have you noticed that shipwreck perched so bizarrely atop that enormous tree? I'd bet my prize collection of erotically engraved cannonballs that is Ulfmar's ship. Oh, yes, indeed. I'd recognize the design anywhere. I'm sure his treasure must still be there, but also some of his books, and those are what interest me. He must have collected so much knowledge during his travels. I'd be very grateful if you'd managed to explore the wreckage. But I don't think you can. Not unless you sprout some wings. Have a nice day.
Do you even know the fishes you are throwing in that cooking pot?
No, I don't. So what, do you think I'll poison you? I, the greatest chef ever?
When I see scores of dead whales on the beach that must have eaten those same fishes, I think twice.
It is you, isn't it? The Slayer turned dragon. I, a true Slayer, still would hate you if I didn't know my life lies in your hands. You're not the master of that tower yet, but already you behave with the arrogance of unmatched power. Perhaps. I guess it would be foolish of me to turn down a chance of survival, even though my Slayer instincts tell me otherwise. To be your trainer, I can understand why she chose me. Oh yes, I was never your drill instructor, and more's the pity. The men and women I trained are now the best of the best. Just look at Commander Road. Anyway, I have a proposition to make. I know there must be a rival on the island, and I challenge him, whoever he might be, to a duel, so I can prove my worth. I see. Well then, no time to waste. I'll go at once. Here we are. Listen now. Whoever is the captain of this ship, I challenge him to a duel.
Challenge her to a duel, you mean?
What? I didn't know. No. I won't fight a woman. It's not honorable.
I take it you are my rival, and one of us has to perish this day. I respect your decorum, but this is neither the time nor place. Prepare to fight.
No. I implore you. You were a Slayer before you were a dragon, and know the code of our order. Please, convince her to stop this brawl.
I can only hope Hope you choose... please excuse me, the anxiety, but no, come what may. I will hold my head high.
What? I'll reward you well! Please, have a heart! I can see something shiny over on that whale's skull. There's no way I'm venturing far from the camp again, though. Never have I seen such ferocious beasts, nor such fighting skills either. These ruins looked inviting. I wanted to explore them. I stumbled over what I thought was a small rock, but it turned out to be an old buck. Then I heard a growl. Instinctively, I jumped up and scurried up that broken column. She's a wonderful woman, Lady Hermosa. I'll return to the Starbound immediately. Here, take the book I found. It's the least I can do. Thank you, friend. Thank you.
A strange book found in the sand. That might be interesting.
Excellence comes from training. It is not an act, but a habit. Shall Hermosa serve, or shall it be Kenneth? Long may she guide you to perfection.
Oh, I can't.
Shiny. Shiny.
Another one to add to the collection.
So you were telling the truth. The island told me of my obligation as your trainer. Indeed he did. The silly man was lucky you were around. Thank you for rescuing him. I am very grateful, Your Grace. Goodbye, Dragon Knight.
Let them attack, I say. We gave them a good licking last time. Yeah, but we lost 3 men as well.
The sword is but metal, or but raw material. Together they are power. Shall Radcliffe serve, or shall it be Wesson? Long may he combine nature's potential with man's wit